Hello and welcome back to another video on Apeirophobia. In this video I am going to be ranking the first 10 levels of the game. I will be ranking each of them based on creativity, difficulty, and overall experience. By the end of it, I will average the score and give my final rating. Before we get into it, I want to shout out Votex for the video inspiration. I will link his channel down below, go check him out. Let's begin. First on my list is level 9, the Sublimity. This level really doesn't contain anything interesting and just serves as a filler. In terms of creativity I give it a 2, since this is the third pool rooms in the game, so it has become pretty unoriginal. As for difficulty, I give it a 0 for obvious reasons. And lastly, for overall experience I give it a 3. Although it is very pleasant looking, it's very boring compared to the other existing levels. My final rating for level 9 is 1.7. Second on the list is level 4, the Sewers. Similarly to level 9, this is another filler. Since this level is a pool room, I knock points off for creativity, so I give it a 4 in that section. Difficulty is 0, again, for very obvious reasons. As for the overall experience I give it an 8. This is because the atmosphere and ambience in this level is very enjoyable and it's great when you join for the very first time. My final rating for this level is 4. Third on the list is level 2, the Windows. Hopefully by now you have sensed a pattern. Along with the previous 2 levels, this one is another filler. Creativity-wise I give it an 8 since it contains parts of 2 very popular Liminal Images and Kane Pixel's Backrooms series. Difficulty is 0, yet again, and overall experience is 9 since it really captures that nostalgic, liminal space feeling. Final rating is 5.6. Fourth on my list is level 10, the Abyss. This is one of those levels that are very cool at first but get very boring after a couple plays. It's completely RNG based, so your outcome of beating it quickly is random. For creativity, I give it a 6 simply because it's so repetitive. For difficulty I give it a 4. The entities are fairly easy to avoid, but if you get caught up, you're done for. I give it a 7 for my overall experience of the level. As does the last level, this one gives you that nostalgic feeling. Final rating is 5.7. Fifth on the list is level 8, Lights Out. For creativity, I give it a 4 due to it just being an office floor completely blacked out. Difficulty rating for this level is a 7, that Skin Stealer is a pain in the ass. Now as for the overall experience I give it another 7. First coming into this level you feel terrified because you don't know what to expect, but after a couple more runs you get the gist and find out it's super easy to avoid the entity. My final rating is a 7. Sixth on my list is level 1, the pool rooms. Now, I know what you're probably saying. Why is this pool room higher than the others? What makes it any different? Well, in this case, this pool rooms was the original and it also contains an entity. I give it 7 points for creativity and 5 points for difficulty. Similar to other levels, once you get the hang of it, it becomes easy. Rating for my overall experience is a 7 and my final rating is a 6.3. There are a lot of 7s in this one, but 7th on my list is level 7, the End. In terms of creativity this level is perfect. Great puzzle, great concept. I give it a 10. As for difficulty I give it a 3 since it's not very hard once you understand, and for overall experience I give it an 8 since it's pretty fun to complete. Final rating is a 7, of course. 8th on the list is level 5, Cave Systems. This level sucks. Not because it isn't made well, but that it was a pain to navigate at first. For creativity I give it an 8 since it's not similar to any other level. Difficulty points, 7, as mentioned above. And for the overall experience I give it another 7. Final rating is a 7.3. Ninth on the list is level 0, the Lobby. The level that kickstarted everything we know so far about the Backrooms. Of course for creativity I give it a 10. For difficulty points I give it a 4.5 since it isn't too difficult once you know your way around. And for overall experience I give it an 8. My final rating is 7.5. 10th on the list is level 3, The Office. Similarly to level 5, this one sucks. Just for the fact that you have to constantly crouch to move around. It's incredibly slow if we're running solo. For creativity and difficulty I give it an 8. And for overall experience I give it a 6. My final rating is an 8. Lastly, we have level 6, Run for Your Life. This level is perfect in terms of experience and creativity. It really gives you a sense of fear, but what it lacks in is difficulty. It's so easy to outrun the Titan Smiler, so I have to knock off points for that. My final rating is an 8.7. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and please let me know if you want me to do level 11 through 21, once the rest come out. Have a good night.